Hello again. So, in the last video, Hetchel told us that we need to leave the island and go across the sea beyond the sunset. But how do we do that? Now, well, obviously not from here. So let's go back outside and see what we can find. Now, there was...
The pattern shows the entire history of the Weavers, back to the founding of the great guilds.
I didn't even realise you could actually click that twice. I've tried that before and it's only ever told me the story once. I wonder why I did that. Bizarre. Anyway, if you remember, I said that the practice version has a little box. Now there'd be a little box, and the notes, as you learn them, as you hear them, they would appear at the bottom there, basically making it very easy, so you'd never miss what's going on, what button you press. Okay. Well, now if you remember, we did hear 4 notes when we went in here. So let's have a look. I think it was over here, that's it.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
Grass green apparently isn't very nice. Okay, well, actually, there's a pile of cloth.
This wall hasn't been dyed yet.
So let's give this draft that we just saw a try. And it's a pot of dyeing, so I assume the draft is for dyeing, so let's give it a go.
The colour changed.
Ooh. Now, the other thing you can do is drafts. Most drafts go forwards and backwards. So if we click on this again and try.
There. Looks much better in white.
And there we go. It's gone backwards and it's gone forwards, which of course makes it very easy to do dyeing, and if you make a mistake, just undye it and dye it, but undye it the colour you want it. Now, you can only actually dye things grass green in this. I don't know if that's just a specific draft for grass green, or they couldn't be bothered to give you the option of what colour you wanted to do it. Oh, and there's a flask by here. See what happens. And I wasn't actually on the right page in my book, so 1 second. Oh dear, silly me. There we go. Lucky enough, if you double click again, it'll give you the notes again.
It's still dripping. What a mess.
Now, as you may have noticed, it actually gave us 2 notes we can't use yet, so let's just click.
That thread's too high for me.
Yeah, if you get given a note that you can't use, it's obvious. Don't worry about it, because it's obvious you're not going to use that draft until later in the game. So, don't worry. Now that was dark, and as far as we haven't learnt any way of making that non-dark, so let's go and explore the rest of the island. Oh, there seems to be a harbour down here, or a pier at least, so let's have a look. But there doesn't seem to be any ships. There do seem to be seagulls though, which are clickable. Okay, well they obviously want something opened, so I wonder what it is. Oh, there's a clam here. Well, he seems to be enjoying that. Do something nice. That's what us adventure gamers do. Nice things for random things. Oh, click point. Okay, they also see. Oh, there's the sky.
I like the view from the cliff better.
And there seems you can carry on this way. Oh, and there are holes.
There's an owl in there.
Okay, so well that gives the draft. So let's try the next hole.
Another owl.
Okay, now it's not always easy, but there's the next hole. Oops.
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods.
Well, obviously to get the other one, the last one, obviously you need to click on this hole.
That one is empty.
Oh. Okay then. Well, let's see what's this way. Aha! The other owl. Right, let's see if we can shove him back in his hole. Scat! Scat!
He's fast asleep.
Bugger.
I can't read it.
See?
The owl's tail feathers are covering the words.
Oh, so not only do we need him in the hole, we need him gone so we can read what's on this grave. Right, let's have a look. Well, there's something here flashing its eyes at us. So let's see what, if we can, there's anything here we can do.
Ouch!
Oh, the poor little thing. I think we just killed a rabbit. Oops. That's what we can do.
Destiny shall draw the lightning down from heaven, roll its thunder far across the sea, to where I wait upon the shore of wonder, on the day the sky is opened and the tree is split asunder.
Now, if you have a look, that is a poem, and it speaks of lightning. Destiny shall draw down the lightning down from heaven, and that's said wrong. But look at this. That looks vaguely familiar, that tree. So, we shall see. Now, this is the thing. Here is something that it says that she's dead, which is why no one understands. Why he doesn't know where he came from, because as far as he knows, his mother has died. He doesn't know anything that's happened in the sanctuary at all. So that's why he doesn't know that he's a Loom child.
The day the sky is opened.
And that's a hint. Right, let's see if that owl's got back into that hole. Now, of course, owls are very good at something in specific. Night vision. So maybe these the threads that the owls are singing are the threads to see at night in the darkness. So let's have a look.
All the holes are full now.
Now, some drafts are can be done backwards. Others are basically set up so they can't be done backwards because they're the same forwards as backwards. So, much like this one, C D D C. There's no way to turn it backwards. So no matter which way you do it, that always has the same result. So let's go back to the tent that was in darkness. There we go.
Wonderful. I can't see a thing.
Fear not, little bobbin. All shall be revealed. And we can see. Now what we have looks to be gold, piles of gold. And piles of straw. Ah, this isn't this isn't the tent of a weaver, this is the tent of Rumpelstiltskin. Straw into gold. I know. So we now know that from the fairy tale that Rumpelstiltskin was not a little dwarf or some little ugly man. He was actually a weaver in a cloak, and Rumpelstiltskin was the name just to scare children. So, well, this is a spinning wheel. So let's see what happens when we click it. If we can click it. Ah! Okay. So.
Don't these people ever clean up after themselves?
Well, there's no one left to clean up, Bobbin. And that is why I haven't just been learning the different threads, I've been practicing them, because by performing certain actions in the game, that's how it denotes your progression to gain new notes. Like I said, as you get more experienced, and you only gain experience through practice. So wherever possible, whatever you do, try and maximize the number of drafts you weave, because you never know when that one draft will gain you enough experience to learn a new note. So we have learnt the note F. Now, for the moment, that's not going to be much use, but it will be soon. And of course, just another example of why the Guild of Weavers are very rich enough to buy a whole island wholesale.